Hello there. So, something that I find really helpful is going through videos and then kind of, commenting over them so you can learn from my mistakes. So, this will be fun. This is a video of teaching Tommy to knock over a box. So, the first thing that I did is I first trained her to just look at the box, and I reinforced her every time she would look at the box. But that quickly turned into Tommy actually being interested in the box and going over and touching it. So the first thing I caught on camera was me reinforcing, meaning I'm clicking and immediately giving a treat to Tommy every time she touches her nose to the box. Now, something you'll notice in this video over here, you can see I have treats on my lap. Tommy is a very, what we call, gracious learner, so I can get away with a little bit more than maybe I should. When we are training animals, definitely don't have the treats be visible. That is very distracting to most animals. Tommy is a very special individual where she actually finds figuring out and solving the puzzle to be in itself intrinsically rewarding. So she only wants a treat usually if she figures out something. So again, do as I say, not as I do. All right, so let's keep watching, clicking and reinforcing Tommy just touching the box with her nose. All right, so that click was slow. So ideally, the second her nose touches that box, I click. So here, what has happened, and I didn't capture this in the video because I only showed so much in the video, is, and this is why getting a better angle can be good, Tommy was getting her nose really close to the box, but she wasn't actually touching her nose to the box. So we had to wait until she touched her nose to the box for me to actually reinforce it. Now, she did knock over the box, which was the final desired behavior, but that was not because she understood what I was looking for. That was because she happened to touch her nose to the box, and it was hard enough that it knocked it over. So keeping in mind that the criteria we're just looking for right now is nose touching the box. We want to make sure we're only moving on to the next step once it's clear the rabbit understands what we're looking for. There we go. So again, nose was close to touching the box a couple times, but I only clicked and rewarded when it really touched it. Now, something that I'm doing, you'll see like I'm moving the box every now and then. That is because we want to make sure that this object is salient to her. So here's where we see I upped the criteria for reinforcement. So I was withholding treats. You can't really see it super clearly because I edited the video. This is why you should never edit your videos. I upped the criteria for reinforcement. So now the new criteria you can see is it's not just her nose touching the box to get rewarded. The box has to move. So she has to touch the nose to the box and push it a little bit. It doesn't have to fully knock over, but it has to be pushed a little bit, and then she gets reinforcement. So something that I edited out of this video, unfortunately, is that there was a frustration burst to get us there. She was touching the box, and I was withholding reinforcement because I knew she understood that previously I wanted her to touch the box, and I wanted us to move one step past that in our training regimen. And so Tommy knew that for this whole time, I just wanted her to touch the box, and it was getting frustrating. And so if she took longer than 10 seconds of frustration, we went back to just the criteria of nose touching the box. But if she could handle that frustration for a couple of seconds, she then did eventually offer nose touching the box and pushing it harder because she's like frustrated. She's like, do you not see me touching my nose to the box? And then I was able to capture that behavior of her actually touching the nose and pushing a little. So now that's our new criteria of reinforcement, is touch and push. I was a little slow on the click there. I did reinforce that because the box ever so slightly wiggled, but it wasn't really a full push, so I don't know if I would have reinforced that today. Something that you could see me doing, though, I'll rewind it just a little bit, is called clever antecedent arrangements to help Tommy better understand what the next step I want to be happens. So you'll see here, after I reinforce, I pick up and move the box so it's slightly tilted. And I do that so that way the next time she touches and pushes that box, ideally it'll fall over, and then I can capture that full push over of the box. And there we go. So I think something that I might have edited out with that crossfade that you saw there is that she did probably push over the box when it was tilted. So she had a better understanding of what I was looking for. Now here, there we go. So a little bit of a frustration burst there. So I did go back. There we go. I did go back a step and reward just that push of the box. Again, though, I'm still just looking for it. I'm still just looking for that pushing motion more so that a full knockover every single time. My normal criteria is that I want to make sure an animal does something at least 10 times to make sure that they really get it before moving on to the next step. So I was accepting both there for a little bit. And now I'm only accepting her fully knocking over the box. And you can see she's really excited about it too. She says, this is now a really fun game. I throw the box on the ground, I knock over the box entirely, and I get food. This is great. I solved the puzzle. You can see her getting really excited about it. There you go. I could tell she was trying. I did click early there, though. There we go. All right, so there it is. So training a bunny to knock over a box with frustration bursts. Again, this is just to reiterate, don't edit your videos when you are doing your training videos, because being able to actually see those frustration bursts in action is really helpful, as it turns out. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Best of luck.